I just started reading a comic book this morning, actually. It is in the living room, because that's where I was reading. But it's called, Beasts of Burden? Or The Beast and Burden? I think it's The Beast of Burden. And it's a Lovecraft comic, but the dogs are fighting off the Lovecraft creatures. And like the first scene is this little Scottish terrier, and they've even written him to have this kind of dialogue. He's like, "Wee lad, come on, run away!" And so they've written him in like that, and there's this little Scotty just like running through the woods. There's a huge fire going. All the animals are running, and he comes across this lizard that's been caught in a trap. There's this gigantic lizard, that's just like spewing fire everywhere. And he like gets the trap free and lets him go, and there's a weird symbol on it, and so there's like cultist activity for some reason going on, and then the rain starts, and he's like, "Oh, good, they tightened it just right." And he gets back, and there's like a Labrador with a summoning circle that's been like, "The only thing I hate about rain is that you get wet when it rains." I don't know. It's so serious, but every once in a while it has those really funny like we're dogs moments. And I don't know. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm not that far into it, but I really love the characters so far. I can't wait to read more of it. I'll have to post that into our book lovers subreddit or something. Husky Huzz, I was just thinking about you, man. I was in a chat yesterday that it was like Husky something. It was like Husky Lover or Husky something, and I was like, is that Husky? No, it's Husky Huzz. Where's he at? There you are. What's up? How you doing? I'm doing all right. I've been sick over the past couple weeks. Feeling good now. We're working our way through Phoenix Wright, so. And this game is incredibly enjoyable. I wonder if I can reset the audio again. It keeps getting delayed and sounds bad, and I don't like it. I'm gonna switch it back to direct sound, which is when it kind of like pops sometimes, so if it gets too annoying, just say so. I'll switch it back and we'll deal with the delay. There we go. Alright. But this is great. Never mind. That didn't work at all. Oh, there we go. Okay. Comic sounds kind of cute. It is Max Custard. It's so good. But it's like, it's a serious Lovecraft tale so far. They're like seriously talking about like, man, the humans created all these spells. Like, good thing we got them. And like at the beginning, like the fire salamanders just straight up killing like animals and stuff. It's just like, what? Like it got so serious, and it's so cool. Really miss your streams. I'm glad I'm having some time to watch now. Yeah, missed you around here. So thanks, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Thank you.
February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices.
Mr. Wright? So what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
Huh? Let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this? And the evidence room part.
Sorry, what's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Well, that's what we're gonna find out, or try to at least.
All right, let's do it.
Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this.
Well, don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Huh? I told you she was responding to his thoughts. It's been happening the entire time. And the first time anybody in chat actually like responded and like agreed with me was today. And I was saying it all day Thursday, and people were like just talking about whatever. They're like, yeah, cool, it's Sunday. Who cares? Make him do push-ups.
Look, we're in this together, right? Y'all prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Let's go! It's me, Mario! Science awaits us! Gorsh! Yuck, yuck, away!
Yuck, yuck, away.
February 23rd, Prosecutor's Office, Underground Parking Lot.
you know, I really think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found. Who cares?
Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
That oil drum, was it empty, T? The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water.
Reverb.
My sister erasing evidence at a crime scene? Never.
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals and what we do, and I trust her.
Big words for a high school student.
Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, water in that oil drum washed it all away. You'll ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Huh? What's that grin for?
This situation calls for one thing. That is, luminal testing fluid.
Luma,
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. I know from experience, you can't just wash it away with a little water.
That's what I was thinking too when they were like, the water washed away the blood. I was like, that's why it's hard to get rid of bodies, y'all. Why they got like lime and stuff, dissolving people and putting people down the trash compactor and whatnot. Trash compactor, you know what I meant.
Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone else's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
We're testing bloodstains with this stuff. Not drinking it.
Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses.
Huh? You had an extra pair of these things? Are you kidding me? Alright.
Like this, see? Press the A button to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains.
That is not the words that I want Goofy to be saying, ever.
Alright, let's discover some murder evidence.
Let's see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So is this a bloodstain?
Oh, it's so... Oh, gosh.
Emma, you're shaking.
Well, it's just... Well, this is my first time seeing real blood.
Okay. Scientific investigation in action.
Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. Well, doesn't something strike you as odd? Maybe that I haven't seen a drop of blood and I'm, you know, well into puberty? Scientifically speaking, of course. Scientifically speaking, of course.
The amount of blood is very small. I thought that said the penetrator. I needed to read that 3 times. Perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood?
I definitely think so. Well, I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoes.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to be even more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up these floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too.
I saved up my allowance to buy that.
Luminal testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Emma Sky. Solution used for scientific investigation finds blood traces. Spray to use.
We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view on the case.
Let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah! Feels like we're really investigating a crime now. Gosh.
I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ah. Oh god.
I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box.
Mrs. Star?
You only trust your own eyes, not bad, you two. This day old deli box is on the house.
Sorry, it's just kind of lead in. That kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. That kind of lead. Wow. Okay. What a sentence there, Phoenix. That kind of lead-in. Sure, let's talk.
Are you certainly putting me in a tight spot today? My apologies.
My apologies, Miss Star, but
No, it's okay. It was my fault.
Ash to the world. Welcome to the Granite Crew. Thank you so much for following. Enjoy the stream. Hey.
Oh, wait, no.
I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I wasn't afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable.
Dot.
Bless you, Harley. Thank you for that host.
Little Carl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands.
Oh gosh.
I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman.
Your honor as a detective? You're not a detective, so what stake is there? Nothing.
Oh, wait.
You know, this photograph is something important to tell us. What? Because she pulled the dagger out. She didn't kill him, but it sure looked like it.
So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Good lord, my eyes wish they would read things. Yes. I'm sorry, nope.
Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up.
Coughed it up?
They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspects after suspect, and before long they called me the Cough of Queen.
Could it happen to have had to do with any of your tactics in the way that you pulled this information out of these people?
Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
And you were let go. Fired?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator.
Oh, Harley, so my man just handed me a Wendy's Frosty and said something told me I had a bad day, so I fix. Didn't tell him a thing. That's amazing, Harley. Yeah, good guy over there. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Seems like it was. I don't know him. Be careful.
And if this prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today, good God. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident.
SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean...
What do you think about this?
The SL9 incident is written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know.
Really?
That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over, not yet.
Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident?
Okay, that wasn't right. talk about SL9.
What do you think about this?
And that incident written on
Already went through this. Still the same stuff. Okay. Please tell me more about that thing that you tease me with. SL9, what the hell? Okay.
Here, a phone! Let's see if it works.
Stuff we don't need to be touching. Yeah, it's... We already went through this way earlier. It's not new. Why won't she tell us anymore? What else do I need to present? My bode? My bodacious bode?
If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. Even if I get flustered sometimes.
So you went straight to the scene of the crime.
I rushed toward the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes.
In other words, 5 minutes after the crime.
Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were.
Well, 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Star. You lying was the problem.
Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before. I wasn't going to have it disregarded again, just like that time.
That time. Okay then. I forgot about the SL9 incident. Oh, Nook, you plan to play the whole trilogy? I would like to, yeah. Yeah, this game has got, it's hooked me.
Got its claws me.
And we might break it up with something small in between, or like play a couple games at once, but I definitely will play through this. I like it a lot. Plus we can do all kinds of different voices and stuff.
That just sounds like a ton of fun.
I got no idea. Literally, he was just like, can you talk to us more about this? And then she did. Next character is Bob Macklemore. We did actually. Can't remember who he was, but we did. This blood must be from when Lana...
No, my sister isn't the murderer.
But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime. Well, and her right hand is bandaged.
Hey, just whose side are you on?
This has nothing to do with taking sides. So this means that Lana's hand had blood on it. It just keeps getting worse. No, she pulled the knife out. Listen. He was killed at the police station. He was planted in Edgy's car. The car was driven here. Miss What's-Her-Face was giving lunch. Handing out her box to her boyfriend in the security room, and then and so they saw the chief open the trunk and pull the knife out of the victim. There you go. Ergo, she has blood down her coat, on her hands, and then she heard somebody coming and was like, "Oh God!" Called her sister, was like, "Yo, the evidence that's gonna solve this case." Muffler. Hung up, and then she got arrested. That's exactly what happened. I don't need to do anything else. I just need to prove it, I guess. God dang, I gotta prove it. Now she wants to talk about the SL9? Okay.
That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable.
Disposable? To who?
2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence.
So they didn't solve it?
On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any clearer than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence, not a shred.
What? But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence.
What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence?
The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were devoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job.
And, you were one of those?
Myself and one other person you may know.
Wait, could it be?
Exactly, Detective Jake Marshall.
Yeah, Harley. For sure.
Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and he was demoted. However,
I hate you guys for making me do Cookie Monster.
She talks so much!
Alright,
he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
you haven't forgotten SL9?
There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's where we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us.
Wait. You know, those lunches you sell?
There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared. My new evidence.
There has to be a connection.
So, Rookie,
What?
it seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes?
Then you should take this.
A Salisbury steak lunch.
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
Steak lunch received by Miss Starr. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood.
Oh,
Could have made Angel Donald Duck. I mean, it would have been better on my throat, but you would have never understood a word she said.
Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his... Are you, oh boy, going out?
What do you want to know?
Well, I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, and he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, and made me jealous. And he was so nice to me too, back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold.
Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that.
Aw, oh, I see. Oh, thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall.
February 23rd. High Prosecutor's Office, Room 1202.
Someone needs to be Bugs Bunny. I can do an okay Bugs Bunny, and sometimes it turns into Peter Griffin. It's like it's just a little tweak, and it turns into Peter Griffin.
Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday.
I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here.
Well, I'm sure he's off doing important investigations.
Hope that's what he's doing. Well, I guess we'll have to come back. Are you sure? Work desk, quite tidy.
Easy on the eyes, too.
Right. Yeah, and every time I look into the reflection of this desk, I see Detective Gumshoe, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. What's up, Lois? Yeah. What's up, Cat? Yeah.
Oh, my, what an amazing bouquet!
Art on it, back from the dead, Wendy.
Eh.
She's supposed to be 16, she's never seen real blood before. I would suppose no, because she's an idiot.
Yeah, she ain't the brightest crayon in the box.
What a view. Alright, cool. So we came up here to just know that, like, not here. Exciting. Bold move game. Hey,
February 23rd, the Digit Center, Visitor's Room.
looks like Miss Squy. Woo. Miss Sky is in for interrogation.
I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in two places at the same time? Can you imagine?
How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder?
Let's come back later.
February.
Yeah, that guy was the chief of police. And now we got Spikehead Jones coming in there?
February 23rd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Wow, everyone looks really serious here.
Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department.
Yes, but the same detective who was also killed at the same time the prosecutor's lot. Ugh.
It makes my head hurt.
Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene.
Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. Don't mess up, or we can wind up dead. Oh, gosh.
I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Chief of the detectives, detective in the evidence room. Oh no. I guess we'll head outside.
February 23rd, Police Department entrance.
I'm busier here today than I was yesterday.
Well, detectives are running around so fast they're blurring.
That makes sense, the detective did get killed here after all.
So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, well, here it is.
It's an amusement park.
Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look.
We just kind of figured that out, huh? Well, we can see that McCree hangs out here a little bit. Frickin' Western stuff all over the place.
February 23rd, Evidence Room Entrance Guard Station.
What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric.
According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room.
Beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime.
It sure seems that way. Oh! Whoa!
What's wrong?
It's that cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing, it's hard to think straight.
You can't handle the cacti. Stay out of the desert. What I want to know is if this is the guard station. Where's the guard?
I have a feeling I know who he is already.
That didn't help me or answer my question in any way, shape, or form. Thank you. It's high noon.
This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon.
Look, it's nailed shut. You can't even get in that way.
Of course not. You went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch!
I have to say it'd be more like "Ah!" myself.
Yikes, they sure are prickly. They must be the real deal.
I would think just one big one would be sufficient.
These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually.
How so?
Encased in old, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her.
I'm not so sure I see the resemblance.
It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Well, here's a security guard uniform hanging here.
Looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly.
Leather jacket, leather pants, leather... What was that called again? Punchy? Paunchy? Pinchy? No, Poochie! Wait, maybe that wasn't it.
It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being.
Poochie? Pinchy?
Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here.
There's a light blinking below the monitor. Hark! What light through beyond monitor blinks? It says recording. Well, I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. Beep boop. Mother trucker?
Alright, so Goofy gets a little out of hand sometimes. This trap by the elevator.
Look! On the floor! A lasso!
Look, it's set up to trap something?
A trap? Here? Wait, I know! Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed?
You sure have an active imagination. The evidence room is beyond that door.
Let's just walk in. Yeah, it won't open.
You thought it'd be open? I think we'd need someone's permission to go in there first. Yeah, maybe like the guy that we thought we were gonna meet here and give a steak Salisbury steak to. That's right, steak Salisbury steak. Alright.
Moving on ahead. February 23rd, Police Department entrance.
Place is charged with frantic energy as always.
Huh? Wasn't that?
One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's yo!
Detective Gumshoe?
Now's no time for chit chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Munchland. You feel me? I'm dropping these rhymes. When I get hungry, I become a rapper.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Now's no time for despair. We got a criminal. We caught a criminal. Now we just need evidence.
Criminal? You mean...
You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right?
On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, Another detective was killed. The police. And the perpetrator. Do you have a suspect?
Where? That was a suspect. Just arrested. In fact,
I agree, Dalton. Totally looks... Yeah, he definitely looks like a Pokemon character. 100%.
It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. I accidentally mixed him with he's got a little bit of religious in him now.
Accidentally, my bad. But Detective Gumshoe, who is that?
Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly.
Cool, thanks. Good talk.
Wait, don't leave!
If you want to know more, head down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I'll figure he's down there having a good cry. Later.
He ran off to the evidence room?
This investigation is off to a running start. They said that he'd be in... Right, detention center?
February 23rd, detention center visitors room.
Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess they did. Let's not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing.
What was that?
Perpetrator. And say, perpetrator against sir. What should I say?
Oh no. Does anybody remember who this guy was? Or do I just need to, like... Did I make him Courage the Cowardly Dog? Did I make him Courage? Or do we need to implement Bob Macklemore? Actually, did this guy... I think this guy ended up being Bob Macklemore. Right? This guy is Meekins, or Seekins, or something. Meeseeks. Meekins, Bob Macklemore has been a request. We'll make it this, because he's gonna be reoccurring, we'll make it this. Okay, so Bob Macklemore, oh boy, alright, gee, hi, greetings, sir.
Wait, I know who you are.
This is gonna be hard to switch back and forth from.
Excuse me, but it's, I immediately turned into Peter Griffin. Bob Macklemore, but it's Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises. I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center?
No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report.
No, how should I say this?
Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't... Did you...
Perpetrator officers Meekins reporting, sir.
What? What?
Now this is an unexpected turn of events. What? I don't fully understand what just happened, to be honest. Oh my god. Alright.
Sir, I'm a patrolman with the General Affairs, sir.
I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room.
That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir.
This is not turning it above Macklemore, I'm so sorry, it's so weird.
So now the security officer was none other than the officer marshal.
Marshal?
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Ah!
What the heck is this guy doing?
So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red, I blacked out.
He the killer? He does not look like anyone that would kill somebody. Yeah, he seems kind of unlikely, but, I mean, he's got the messed up hand, though, and... I'm thinking. Well, we'll get there.
And when I had came to, I was here in the detention center.
How long were you out? Days?
Oh, might I ask what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage. There was no one there to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. Gotta wrap it up.
A bandage on his hand, just like this guy.
Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Did that happen during the course of the crime?
Well, you see, sir.
Don't you think you could just confess?
Sir said no, but there was nothing I could do.
Nothing you could do?
Sorry to tell the truth, sir, when it happened. When the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious.
The next thing you knew, you were... Huh?
And I opened my eyes. I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective got the disrespect, sir.
What?
Yeah, when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, this shop on
The victim's body disappeared?
That's some story.
I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Sir, we don't let me with the shit point on that, sir. You have to label me as a perpetrator or a victim, sir. You label me as a victim?
I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive.
And well, at that.
Ah, yeah, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that.
Did you find the victim, Detective Goodman?
Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger.
So you didn't know him?
Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives.
Sorry for all the accent changes. I'm trying to hone it in, I promise.
So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir, none. You know, I have any intention of killing him, sir.
Someone around here is more confused than I am. I don't know, I'm pretty dang confused right now, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Oh, mama. Have you seen this here knife before, son? Officer Meekins, this is for you.
Oh, I'm a scared of knives, sir.
Okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it.
That's it, sir. Last night, sir, that's the one. I was an apple, sir, and
I was an apple.
I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled.
On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife.
He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Officer Meekins, this is for you. The same exact thing about that knife. See if this means anything to him. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this?
I'm sorry, sir, really sorry, but I have no idea what this is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright.
Big special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Anything else it does with the evidence locker? Just take a look at this. sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what this is. Alright, is he just like pushing us off now? Alright, alright. Go talk to Edgeworth. Go see if Edgy's around. Move! We're gonna go upstairs. Cool. Have you seen Edgeworth? Where's you coming? Damn. Not done here, I guess. Beacons. What do you got about this?
Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey, that's it, sir. That's it, that's it.
What's it? That's what?
My head was... Jeez.
My head was a blank until this very moment, but sure, now I remember, sure.
You mean you remember what happened?
Correct, that card was the cause of it all.
This ID card?
Exactly, sir, that's exactly it.
Right into this, a little deeper. Can you tell me what it is you do remember?
Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked...
And that's why you thought he looked suspicious.
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show his ID card.
Hey, it's Bob Macklemore. There she is. I knew you'd appreciate it eventually.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card? What did he do?
Yes, you think suddenly
What?
Sir, I assured you I was as flustered as you are right now, so I whooped and wept and leapt and I wept at and leapt at him.
Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him?
What happened then?
What? Listen here, I'm multitasking, getting distracted by foot rubs. Hey, nice. That's awesome. Congrats. Enjoy. Stop interrupting.
Well, my eyes saw everything went white. When I awoke, I was here.
Right.
So, Officer Meekins, why was it that the thing happened?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That's it. Stop along those lines, don't you? Oh God.
But you still ended up here.
They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said.
But you don't remember the events clearly.
No, but the videotape is quite clear.
The videotape? I couldn't even get my words straight, my voice straight for that one.
From the security camera.
The security camera,
Gorge. And you waited until now to tell us this?
I'm sorry, really sorry. Oh, sir, oh, Bob. Oh, great Bob in the sky. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it.
No, thanks. I have my own. Oh, I guess we better go check out the crime scene. Let us go and do that. Wait, not this one. Actually, while we're here, never mind. Edgy doesn't want to talk to us today. Now we can go to the guard station. Great, it's awesome. I love when they tell me to go somewhere. Wait, did I go to the wrong place? Am I dumb? Just come here, right? Check things out. Oh, mama. I just can't seem to figure out where I'm supposed to be going at all times. Oh, hey, what'd you do? Oh, where should we begin?
You should begin with that, you know, that thing.
Mystery of the victim, I guess? How he could be simultaneously killed in two places. Police department, the evidence room.
I'm not being very useful here, am I?
No, you're being very helpful.
More Edgeworth.
I know you're going through a tough time. I'm worthy. What with all these rumors, you were even in the defendant's chair. Yeah, just this past December.
There was that business with him not reading that officer's report.
Ah, about the killing at the police department, right? Chief of police was right about that, but I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. It seemed kind of like the police chief didn't like Edgeworth all that much. Kind of ripping him apart in court.
And we go talk to
Edgy, where are you? Tea set, whatever. She wants to steal stuff. Same stuff as earlier. Why do I keep seeing him in my head? I don't know. Keep seeing Detective Gumshoe all over this place.
couch. It's a comfy couch. Go and curl up and take a sleep.
Edgy boy is MIA, straight up MIA. And like, Officer Marshall hasn't shown up. Can't. So that means I can't get into the evidence room. Did I miss something with this guy? Right, he disappeared. Right. In other words, we have no idea of knowing the victim. Right, yeah, of course. The body just disappeared from the evidence room. That's it, sir. That's all I wanted to say. They told me that it had to be him, sir, on that day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't clearly remember the events of that day? No, but the videotape was clear. Videotape. Security camera, the crime. On tape. Again, I did all the voices and didn't ingest any of this information. I apologize. You waited until now to tell us this. I'm sorry. Hand on my badge. Okay, so we need the tape. Which is extremely obvious when you're not acting through the game. I think he knows he's being watched. Yeah. Okay, so how do we get the tape? As Crane lift roof off of chat room and bulldozes all the walls down to return this into an open concept chat room. What's up, Ronimus? How you doing? Thanks for that improvement on the chat room. I like the open air feel. Didn't I just... Never mind.
February 23rd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Oh, hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the chief of investigators the table. It's Police Chief Gant. Good lord, I can't talk.
And you're sure this is all? You know what it means if there was anything missing.
Oh, the chief was actually originally Goofy. I'll make him like old, grizzled. Okay.
Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect.
No, it's gotta have more of this, but just kinda like, there we go, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. A deal?
Yes, sir, we'll scour the place again.
The chief of detectives looks a little flustered.
Right, oh my boy, how you been? Swim much?
Chief Gantz, reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
Wouldn't be, but apparently I was. Is Edgeworth going to be okay?
Oh, worthy. Oh, you know they're doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yeah, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year.
I mean the incidents on Gordon Lake.
It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Right-o?
On karma.
A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it. So he was caught for forging evidence.
Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence.
In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of court turmoil, you might say. Why, they'd just do about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, could be bad for old Worthy.
You know, what? Wait, what?
It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on that turf, too, I mean. Whew.
They're being prosecutors, I assume?
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. The Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says.
What evidence is this?
Now, right-o, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive and I can't talk about it.
Wasn't expecting much anyway.
You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut.
Oh, well, he was the one you were picking on earlier.
You saw that. Oops.
I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do.
Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him.
But he wanted to discreetly ask him what he was trying to ask the chief of police to do? What would he be here asking about? This? Just wondering, could you take a look at this?
Sorry, Righto. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one.
The guy who can't sit still? Does he mean Detective Gumshoe?
Either him or the Dancing Blue Badger. Or does the game seem to drop frames every so often? Is it? I haven't noticed such a thing. We can take a look at this. Alright. Get it. He's talking about Gumshoe. Is there something I'm not getting out of? Alright. we can go find. Yeah, he's not even here. Alright. It looks like the game freezes for like a second, but not Nook. Ugh. That sucks. Alright. Still saying all the same stuff. Alright. I guess we're done here. Guard station, maybe he's back. God. This is the part of the game that is so aggravating. Yeah, just like not knowing at all what to go frustrated. Like I know, like we have to get into the frickin' guard room. I really don't have anything else from the guard room to show this guy. So I think we're done with this guy for now, at least. Maybe going back here. Nope. Change anything. She gave us the steak used at the guard room. Never that guy to show up, so the only new stuff that we have is this guy. Alright. When he says, like, I'm done with that stuff, I just don't know if he means, like, the entire case, and, like, I'm not supposed to be here, or if he's just, like, that specific item. Oh, I'm done looking at it, my boy. She wanted to know... Oh, wait. Can we just... Is this what we need to do?
Oh, sorry, I had to see that. Oh, what exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see that? Oh, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. They wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here. Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? Not important. He didn't even finish writing. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Gumshoe lose something?
The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that, just in case. Goodman's lost item report. Yeah, it's the knife. Should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. I'd love to. Oh my god! Alright, let's move. We'll show that piece of evidence to Ding Dong Dingle over here. Okay. Cool. Yeah, 221, date lost, 221. The ID, it's the knife. Yes, I get it. See the freezing now that you're talking about? When it freezes for a second on the screen before finishing the sentence. If this fixes that, it's just gonna be so strange. Let me know if you still see it. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright-o asked me for help.
I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room.
Now, Wright-o.
Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all.
Wright-o, please, do I look like a selfish man?
Huh?
Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content, knock yourself out.
He's so sure because he's the murderer. He's part of this, for sure.
Well, it just goes to show you never know until you ask.
And for you, here, you can borrow this.
This is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yeah, and that's why it still says Bruce Goodman on it. It's definitely not the same image used for the other card. They wouldn't do that.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
Gant looks like human form of Ganon. Ganondorf. Scandorf. It's the only problem I have with my shirt is that it says Ganon, but it's Ganondorf. It's the only problem I have with this shirt. Makes me feel like a freaking pleb.
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks.
Gladly. Oh, it looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just like a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go down to the evidence room now, sir.
Ganondorf. I think this place is a bad influence, girl. What is happening? This is where we're supposed to go to the evidence room, right? Why can't I get... So frustrating. Can I just use the card? Maybe, yeah, maybe we don't need somebody's permission. We'll try it. No, the game isn't glitched. It's just like you have to fulfill like certain things in order to trigger the next event, and it's so annoying sometimes. Super annoying sometimes. I really enjoy the hell out of this game, but these parts are so slow. They're so slow and bad. The evidence room is beyond that door.
And we have the ID card from Chief Gant.
Thank you, What. Thank God you're here.
Let's just walk in. It won't open.
The card reader is turned off, see?
What is that security guard thinking?
Didn't the police boss say you could go? Yeah. Hey man, listen. I just know we've been waiting for this jerk to show up. You just calm your tits. I'm getting hungry. I've been streaming for a long time. This game's getting on my nerves. Nearing my last straw with you. Everybody. Alright, what are we doing here? Howdy, babies. Well, what's made my bambina's sky is so gray? Thank you, Tara. Officer Marshall? Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him to look for? As you may have surmised, this here is my saloon. Welcome in, Chi.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Oh, Mercadia, that shoutout command may not work properly. I was messing with the shoutout command because I'm trying to change it so that you do the exclamation SO and then somebody's name, and then it'll make a message of like, hey, go follow such and such. So I was trying to work on that the other day, and I just didn't have enough time, and I forgot that I turned off the one that you made. So my bad. Go follow Tara.
Go follow Tara. She's a good person.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Oh yeah, that card you got there on your chest. It turned in a title of a big, like, lion. Yeah, I don't know, it turned into a completely different character. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts, baby.
Yeehaw!
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little dojies. The crime scenes are waiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions? Sorry, baby, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then. Did I say that? I only said I did. Oh, hey! Oh, hiccup. I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Don't be like that, Phoenix. Don't be that guy. I'm just gonna give him his meat. Yeah, exactly. Give the man his meat. I'd love to meet you. That smell. Oh, it reminds me of Texas.
Oh, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? That's a shocker!
No, it just sounds special on TV the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah? Miss Store?
What's this?
What's wrong?
It doesn't have my drugs in the middle like it usually does. A filet steak lunch. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Exactly. Yeah, these lunches that she delivers to people mean certain things, which is why she was handing them out in court to like say certain things to us. She's wheeling and dealing some secret messages here. All right. Anyway. All right, baby. You win. Ask. Oh, baby. Finally, it seems like
He's willing to talk.
mind just letting us in there to do our job? I don't know. Seems pretty good. The sheriff's back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand.
This is neither wild nor west.
Ah, but that and this are two different things entirely, baby.
I guess so.
Marshall sounds like Austin Powers. Yes, good. That means I'm doing a good job. I've been doubting myself this whole time. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Evidence? How about this one? I hate this guy. I know, I can't stand this guy either. The sheriff's back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. Oh, great. Okay, cool. Two things. Great. So just the same stuff, huh? What's this? Cool. What am I missing here? What am I not understanding? What is it wanting me to do, game? You're so frustrating. Oh my freaking god. I have so much evidence. Alright, see if we can get to the evidence. There we go. That's what I thought.
February 23rd, evidence room, here at 3.
It's quiet. The investigation must be over here.
So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass, trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Ooh.
We just get knocked out? What happened?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't remember going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard? Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Help if anyone asks if me, sir, can I borrow $50? I give him $50, no problem. Go ahead. Your heart's desire, I knock yourself out.
Swear that car door wasn't in the room before? I think it was. I remember seeing something over there. It was weird, yeah. Yeah, it's true.
So, Chief of Police Gant, will loan anyone $50, even me.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today.
Just for today?
Boss for a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you'll want to have this.
Evidence room floor plan. Scene of the stabbing of the detective at the PD. Can we look at that thing we just got? Just press left. Scene of the stabbing. Cool. Yeah, wow. Boss for a day.
So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day?
That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're the boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
Using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again. God dang it, I feel so bad for Gumshoe.
I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. My own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course. A detective, after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open.
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry, I don't know, inquiry committee now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today.
I see.
I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case?
Yeah, the case. SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end of the Mr. Edgeworth.
Maybe you can get him to tell us more about that case.
This place is more high-tech than you think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their
ID card?
Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint.
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own.
Well, funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
Well, handles?
On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it,
Zap! You get a shot.
if that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
Well, Only the assigned detective prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Alright. SL9 incident. How many freaking incidents are there? Oh, just 2. I mean, 2 that we've had to keep track of.
Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. Looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame.
Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away.
Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing.
He's been shot square in the forehead.
Better him than us.
So is that gumshoe locker with the picture with the girl in it? I think so. I'm sticking out of here.
Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case.
Where did Detective Gumshoe put this here?
There you go, pal. Making me out for some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, but that evidence locker was opened recently.
Now, how do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too.
But he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. This game seems to have a lot of filler. Life is a lot of filler.
If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal.
I think the filler is that's what's like throwing us off, right? It's the reason that I get so confused because they're throwing so many details and so much at us that we have to be able to like sort through and pick out what's important, you know? So, oof. Soon we'll get a really beach episode? What is that? Or am I not following a joke? Some sort of bulky equipment has gathered dust here.
What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is.
Ah, that's my fish. That's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it.
Wait, I've seen that somewhere before.
Right, pal. That's the metal detector, the one that led to the solving of the case out in Ward Lake, remember?
Oh, right. Oh, that feels like it was ages ago. And I don't think I've seen this one before.
Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later.
That cheap-looking box?
You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart.
Our hearts. Oh boy, Sora, don't worry.
Oh, there's a bloody handprint on this one. That's weird. What's this? Blood?
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here.
Looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright! What if there are other blood stains that were left in the room?
We should use her testing fluid to check it out. We should, which we will, once I look around a little bit.
Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit.
That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint.
Detective Goodman's locker.
Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it.
Empty. Must have taken the contents elsewhere. I think the one with the handprint has the locker with picture. Yeah, well, but yeah. Still trying to figure out how the 16-year-old female has yet.
Yep. I don't know.
Someone left a glove here, but only one.
Detective Gumshoe, maybe.
There you go, pal. Making me out some kind of absent-minded detective. It's evidence from the case, you know.
I mean, SL9? It does have a tag on it. Tagged evidence from SL9 incident, extremely thin rubber glove.
Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Detective Gumshoe, perhaps?
There you go. I'm making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case.
The case?
The case?
The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there?
Another piece of SL9 evidence. Oh yeah, take a closer look. What shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke.
You want to try to put them back together?
Good luck, pal. That's a job. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
Well, that's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
I'm sure that's the reason. This piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Nice. I'm down. 3D puzzle. A handle. You gotta rotate. Oh, you gotta. Oh, no. Oh, God.
What a combine.
Oh, okay, never mind. Since it's that. No, I don't want to. I want to rotate the center thing. It's driving me crazy.
Maybe there's pieces missing? Let's just try to put as many of the pieces in place as we can.
I was trying to, actually. What? I have to examine to do it? Alright, never mind. Here we go. Yes. 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 Get close. Look, let's do it. I don't think I want to know what Alma. Good lord.
Elma is Elmo's, long-lost brother.
It's just Gumshoe with a red hat on.
Hey, I'm Elma.
Can we please just get back to the part that I accidentally backed out of? Alright, so there's gonna be a rim around the top, right? So, like, this has got a that, this is that, this is that, right? So this is... I just This is so strange. That looks right. There we go. Okay, so you have to do this in order. Got it. Okay, that's the part that. Oh, I don't get it. Wham. Yelmo shoe. Yelmo Gumshoe. Gotta be this one. Yeah, okay. That just looked really weird. That angle. Shabam! Sounds like Pig Latin. It totally does. Kelmo Umshoe.
Aw. Well, I think we did it. Some of the pieces are missing.
Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it, yeah.
Were some pieces stolen?
Thought they were missing to begin with.
Still, doesn't look like the most stable kind of jaw.
I kind of understand how it got broken.
Our piece back together from fragments found. Crime scene. A piece is missing.
Homeless shoe mug. Homeless shoe mug.
Alright.
Hey, look, they're hard to make out, but there are some dark red stains.
Like blood.
Do you think Detective Gumshoe's blood somehow got on this when he was stabbed? Goodman, sorry, not Gumshoe. Oh God, what a travesty.
Not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. This jar was evidence in the SL9 incident. That might be when the blood got on it. Whatever you say. Yeah, dang, Detective Gumshoe got stabbed. They're dropping like flies over here, man. Tag says SL911. I guess this is another piece from the evidence case.
You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing.
Oh, what's so confusing about it?
You know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag.
Tag, is that a word?
Do you challenge me?
What, are we playing a word game now? I feel hate. The people who translated this game not know the word vase?
It's a verse.
I mean, Rodimus, scientifically speaking, it's probably a word. Alright, let's do the spray.
Shut up. Shut up.
Must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. Not a professional. What's your opinion, Detective?
Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman. Actually an alien?
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker.
I'll make a note of this on the floor plans.
Hey, if you don't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked.
Yeah, examine. I clicked on it 12 times. Well, I knew it. This is someone's right handprint.
Wah!
What's the matter, Detective?
This locker, it's mine.
It's yours.
Please. You have to help me. When they come to take me away, promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals?
This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans.
Counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police.
What? But you're a detective.
Zag is actually a symbol for 1 troy ounce of silver when used in trading. That sounds like a load of malarkey. You want to look that one up? Give me a definition? Go ahead. Gloves.
Slide to the left. Crisscross.
I was asking for a definition of malarkey. That's what I was. It was never mind. Alright. Let's this. Oh, we already, alright, cool, yeah. Cool, yep.
Well, these other bloodstains, you know, those ones that we already identified.
What is a saw and paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression.
True art? Notice there's some blue and yellow paint here.
Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger.
Well, you might say this is my studio.
Here in the evidence room?
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Wow.
wow.
Oh man, it's already 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish this today, guys. I'd like to at least hit another to be continued, but I don't know. Alright, I guess we're out of here? Like, did we even find anything useful? What are we doing? We got a vase and a glove. And, only the assigned detective's friends can unlock it. Indicator, lamp lights open up when it opens. What? And I could, for some reason, check that, but I can't do anything with it. Okay. Malarkey, meaningless talk, nonsense. Thank you, Killer McMuffin. I think this is a 3-day trial, like episode 4. Yeah? Ugh, alright. I mean, we picked up some stuff, but, like, I don't feel like we've got anything that's like,
Yeah, we're ready to go.
you know, it's like... Save and raid? I mean, but we're, like, right at the end of the game. That's my problem, is, like, we're right at the end of the game! And I'm taking a week off, so, like, we won't finish this until June 30th. June 30th, so it's another week and a couple of days that we wouldn't be playing this. Ugh. But, yeah, if it's another... Yeah, we've still got, like, a whole nother trial to play through, which means, like, another hour. Probably an hour or two. Yeah. Terrible situation to be in. What a terrible situation.
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, baby. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us... Oh, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong. He called him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago... Do you want to finish this today? That was the plan. Like, I thought we were going to finish this today so that when I come back, we could hit Phoenix Wright 2 or a different game and then come back to Phoenix Wright 2 or whatever. Like, I wanted to kind of, you know, finish the game before I did my week off. So, we'll keep pushing for a little bit, see how it goes. Well, it might not look like it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? You want to finish this today? I can get a guide ready in case you get lost on what to do. Alright. I'm down with that. Yeah. You know what? Let me go find a snack, because I am super hungry. Let me go find a snack. We'll keep plugging away at this. If I get caught, I'll just turn it over to what can tell me what's going on, and we can just kind of run and we can burn through it.
This court finds that the stream should continue until it says to be continued, or until that time comes, maybe the decision will be made to go ahead and finish the court case today.
Let's go ahead and keep going. We'll hit a to be continued screen. At least. And I'll see how I'm feeling by then. And if I'm feeling it, then we'll go. We'll go all the way. Because I don't have any plans tonight. How's Snoop's doing? She's alright. She's just adjusting to oh my, she's doing alright. Thank you for checking it. My head don't wanna step. Looks like you missed something before going into the evidence room. Oh, really? Your Trump impression is so on point that every time I hear it, I want to hit you with a sledgehammer. Well, thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm that accurate, and also that that's your reaction. Present Goodman's ID to Let's do it. Let's get rolling. Oh, it's like, yo, you want to finish this? Only one way to do it. Yeah, let's keep rolling. We'll hit it to be continued, and we'll go from. That sound good? Sounds good to me. I want to know what's going on, and I also don't want to take a week and a half off and have to remember all the details for this thing, and then come back and have to complete a thing without dying. You know what I mean? Ugh. So I don't want to take a week and a half off of this, because it'll be like when I took a week, like when I took like a week off from The Witcher, and I was like, where am I? And I never picked it up after that. Okay. Well, so what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Yeah, a week off, then a trial would be hard. Exactly. Nook would literally wander around in this game if he took a week off and then came back. Yeah, I would just end up replaying this entire episode. Like, I would just have to, like, let's go talk to everybody, let's look at all the evidence. Like, basically what I had to do at the beginning of the stream today. Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
Nope, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
There's no need for people here, anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. Are we still looking for a, like a tape, right? You mean the security camera system. I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know?
Stewed, it's steamed, I hate this. And it's good for you. And it's good for you. Eat your greens. Miss Starr, told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a raw-hired wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in the prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, baby. Did Marshall get offed in the case? Maybe he will. Seems like characters keep coming up and disappearing. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago, the day of our case? That's right, the evidence transfers.
Exactly, I've been talking about that the whole time! I've called...
Oh my god, this case. I swear if I called this case from the beginning, I should have just turned the game off. Oh, this is the last case. Yeah, we'll find out in the second game, right, if he dies or not, for sure. Edgeworth was talking about transferals, too. You know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do?
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, baby, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras, baby. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. Yeah, and now it's cauliflower. Objection! Didn't you say that you hated broccoli? If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be. You're the security guard, and you reckon? One more thing, baby. When you go into evidence room, you need an ID card. I know, He didn't show up until we already had the ID card to go in that room. Why is he the... That's the card reader by the door? Huh? The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. Oh, nice. Okay, well, I'll take this. Thank you. Goodman's not on here. So this is the ID card record.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, baby, I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case or not.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep all the evidence from unsolved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate it if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault of the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February, baby.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. What happened to SL9 2 days ago? May have looked a little at a character roster for the next game. Uh-oh. Is Mr. Cauliflower there? So do we need to spend any more time with him? Here, what? We need to, like, prove that this was, like, that. Yeah, he didn't care about that earlier, that's right. The Goodman ID? Oh, I thought we showed that to him earlier. Man. Bizarre.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 584-2189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again.
I know. Wait, no, 2189, that is him. My bad.
Look, the 4th number, it's a perfect match.
He's used at 514, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room?
Your girl voice needs to be more like a girl? Well, it's not a girl voice, it's Goofy, yeah. Like Rodna said. Welcome in, Lemon Stand. If you want to suggest voices for new characters when a new character pops up, you get that choice. Alright,
when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
Wait, what did Officer Meekins say?
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card.
So he asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? Ooh.
Yes, you think somebody pointed a knife at me?
Ah, because he's not, and he stole, and he... Yarp. If he had this ID card, then why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card report, this record even. God. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here.
You don't mean...
Now you're done here. Did you take a look at this? This is the ID record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing.
I heard the rumors, yeah, so, it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the... Whoa!
What is it?
That second number.
It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
What? What?
ID card record updated in the court record. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Are we gonna be playing one of those games? Let's see. I see what's going on here. Let's see. Alright, so Miles Edgeworth came at 440. Yeah, because he was there during the... Whoa! Sorry, just a bunch of chat just started going crazy. First Gen Gamer, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in, Raiders. We got Mass Attack 52 Super Tech Boy, First Gen Gamer. Hey, bud, how you doing? Mama Bear M, almost solo player, Super Tech Boy again, Mass Tech, there you are. That's right, the bizarre one, Raid. How we doing? Welcome in, Raiders! Bavito! How we doing? Hi, my name's Nook, if you don't know me. Fire Shadow 1985, hi! I'll try to say hello to everybody after I get done with this. Hi, I'm Nook, of Nook and Cranny Gaming. I also edit for Cinnamon Toast Kin on YouTube, and other times I do editing streams on here twice a week if you want to see me edit. But the other days a week are doing gameplay, and right now we're playing through Phoenix Wright. So we're trying to finish up this first Phoenix Wright game today. This is the first time I've ever played Phoenix Wright. That's usually what I do. I like to tackle games I've never played before, and I do a lot of voice acting. So you'll see some of that here very soon. Cool. All right. Thanks for coming in here, and also Bavito, welcome to the Cranny Crew. Thanks for that follow. Enjoy the stream. All right, let's get back into this. So we're taking a look at this for Miles Edgeworth. He doesn't have anything to say about Edgeworth, huh? Is there anything else that we should do here? Are you a professional voice actor? I've done voices for a mobile game. I was supposed to do an anime that ended up it fell through the contract with the studio or whatever. But yeah, I do voice acting from time to time. It's not a regular gig, but I love doing it. It's a passion. All right, where are we at? We're headed to underground parking lot. Get past Cookie Monster and go up to High Prosecutors. Still not here. Maybe we've double dipped in the chip dip. Oh boy, oh my. That sounds intense over there. Potent. Forgot her voice was Cookie Monster. Oh yeah.
C is for...
Is that Austin Powers on the left wall? No, but we've been voicing another character as Austin Powers. Yeah, baby, yeah. So he's not here. I'm not sure what to do. We talk to you. Maybe we need to go and present our new information to... We just talked to Gumshoe. Shagga, behave, baby, yeah. Makes me randy. My wedding tackle! There must be something you missed in the evidence room? Okay, alright, we'll head back. Thanks, Walt. I mean, all good, it's all good, bud. Figuring it out. Some pretty good voice acting. Thanks, Mass Attack. That's not one of my best ones. It's fun. It's a fun one. It was one of my first ones, so like, Goofy was probably my very first voice impersonation. As a child, like a young child. There was a screensaver on my computer, and it'd be like, gosh! And I would just sit there and go,
Gosh!
and be like,
Mom, look at... I'm Goofy, gosh!
alright, let's move around, let's take a look around, see what we might have missed in here. Do we need to check more of these lockers? It just seems like it'd be a waste of time to click on every single locker in here.
This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams.
I'm not so sure about the dreams.
They won't open.
Do you really think it would open? Hey, pal, security is high tech around here, alright? I went down the drain quickly. Uh-oh. Before I hit puberty, I could nail a Mickey Mouse impression.
Oh, you mean like this? Before I hit puberty, I can nail a Mickey Mouse impression!
We played through Kingdom Hearts. All of Kingdom Hearts, so I got a lot of practice with the Disney people. Really? There's something else in here? What? Just smack your nads. Data is so for... Eventually, this will just pop up and be like, hey, you're in the right place. Or, it means that one of the places that we're in, we still have stuff to do. Okay, cool. We went to every single location and nothing happened. Good stream tonight. Oh, Oh, good night, First Gen Gamer. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for that raid, bud. Awesome. Oh yeah, what were you playing tonight? Or what was First Gen playing since you're taking off? Or wait. Did I catch that wrong? Super Tech Boy! Welcome to the Crane Crew. Thank you so much for that follow. Enjoy the stream. Up in chat. Oh well. Whoever's taking off, you're not going anywhere. Mass Attack is. Alright, see you, Mass Attack. Or I don't know, I'm confused. Maybe I'm leaving. Maybe I am leaving. So quiet. What's that yeah, that's the mascot, the Blue Badger.
Well, design's a little changed from the one outside. Ah, well, the Dancing Blue Badger is still under development, you see. You have a trademark?
I think the cloth was used to get rid of the blood. Oh, can we, like, pull that cloth out of the locker?
Absolutely, it's cutting the itch stuff now, very. I'd show this doll here to my daughter, and she bursts into tears.
Sure, the moving mock-up outside, you'll give her a nightmare. See? I'm not the only one who thinks that thing is scary as hell. Uh-oh. Nope. Yep. Uh-huh. Alright, so we're gonna head back to the evidence locker, because there's still something we need to grab from in here. What, cyan? Yeah, maybe we can... I don't know. Is there something that we have that we could... I was hoping we could, like, examine it again just to... There's blood on the cloth. Oh! Found it, we got it. There it is, alright.
Gorsh! Why am I getting a reaction here?
There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant.
Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What this? It's called luminol testing fluid. The writers looked it up on Wikipedia. It probably works exactly like this.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Oh,
I'd like to get some too. Now just borrow $50 from the chief.
Where do you get this, Emma?
well, I always buy it by mail order.
Well, I'd better jot this down. The floor plans. Okay. Maybe that was it? And now we can go talk to Edgy. Still something in the evidence room we need? Whoops. Brain's just broken. Guard station. Maybe back the evidence room. It's such a pain to move around in this game. Alright. Not sure how original our wrestlers are, but you're at least partially customized. What? Hopefully, sure. That's for some case. Yeah. We've already read through those, so just I'm skipping the dialogue here. Hey, what? We got any ideas on this? What's happening? When you're done here, Gumshoe will leave. Well, alright.
let me say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing.
That's fine.
You bet it's fine, pal.
Alright, nothing. ID card record number. Yeah, I already did this. Whoa, that's... Second number is Edgeworth. And there's no way to, like, line up what locker could, like, Edgeworth could have used, or...
You can't open the locker and your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can get, if you can't open, they'll give you 50 cents.
What? Note the police department lacks faith in its lock system.
Goodman note or switchblade knife. Okay.
After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office.
Right.
And that switchblade, I bet Edgeworth was, most surprised of anyone.
This is the SL9 collection?
That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
Well, why would evidence from that case turn up now?
I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there's some loose ends left on the case.
There we go.
Now that was a bloody, violent case.
Violent? So it was a murder.
A serial killing.
Serial kill. A serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all.
But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
And this was 2 years ago?
That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight, and started the rumor mill.
Rumors about forged evidence.
It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Oh, what do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
So, that switchblade knife?
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself.
Hey, pal, look at the time.
Is there something you need to be going to?
It's just that Mr. Edgeworth Inquiry Committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna go give them my report for the day.
A restaurant? Pamphlet?
Might help, you know.
A report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
One that says nothing but no problems?
Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he could use a report like this. I believe in him.
Who needs enemies when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe?
I'm off, pal. Smell you later.
I always think he's got the energy of Red from Pokemon, or like your opponent in the original Pokemon. I always think of like, smell you later, loser. When he's walking off stage. Never mind. Anyway, should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. Finally, good lord. Hey!
February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, Room 1202.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't remember at all. Was he just stuck up Frenchman? Or like... I don't remember. Let's get a new voice. Let's get a new voice. Give me a voice. Who we got? Let's just give Bill Hop a new voice unless somebody remembers. Bellboy. Waiting for a voice to come in.
French, okay, I will do my best.
I will do my best. I am not good with French. Let's do it.
Ah, yes, my apologies.
Hellboy. Oh, it's you.
Have we met somewhere?
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave, so long.
What? What even happened just now? I'm so confused that I'm just like, wait, what? Alright.
Where? Standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Oh, of course. Right. Is the hotel bring him tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
I am. Definitely was not his old voice. I know, I couldn't remember, so we did something new. I don't know. Alright, sorry, I went Gumshoe. I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe is looking for you. Yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. Real information is on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him.
So how did the inquiry committee go? However, is it
Inquiry or inquiry?
Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times, ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm sure the presiding prosecuting attorney... I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department?
Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for the results. Let's see. Why, I ask you? Why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still... Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Alright, bud, what do you guys say about this? Oh, right, I'd better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less.
The Chief of Police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office, but it was solved, right? It wouldn't have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it. Unrelated evidence, screwdriver added to the court record. Evidence from a past case the Edgeworths brought back to his office by Gant's request. Stubborn as always, I told you, this has nothing to do with the current case.
Okay.
Whatever you say, bud. Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. Now you present the note or the switch. I'll pass it on.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner.
Whose side are you on, anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Shabam! I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on. Sorry, that's me. It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident? And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You're the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant.
Wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago, too?
He was a top officer, and it was my first working with him. I was nervous. Welcome back, First Gen Gamer. How you doing?
Wow, you got nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. He won a guilty verdict, and the killer was executed.
Wait, you didn't?
Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My sister? What?
If you were still studying forensic science?
Yes, of course! Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminal testing. Well, then you might have use for this.
Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints?
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure?
I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will.
Edgeworth, I'm really...
No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprints files for everyone involved.
Thanks. How about giving these Detective Gumshoe as well?
Fingerprinting set recovers fingerprints from handprints for comparison with fingerprint file.
Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Seen a lot of handprints, actually. There are handprints on the lockers. There's also a handprint out here. I'm gonna do this one. Oh, don't. No, no, no. I didn't want this. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Nope. Yes, you can take out his batteries. Okay, I thought we were gonna be able to use our stuff. Actually, I can't. Okay, never mind. I thought we'd just be able to, like, use this. Okay.
Got it. Think it's like the spray?
So the spray, yeah, spray's got like a use button. All right, never mind. We'll just head back. We'll guard station to the evidence room.
February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3.
Investigation turned up a suspicious handprint.
Here in this blood on the detective's evidence locker.
What? I didn't read that right. Let's just use the secret weapon we just borrowed, okay?
Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger.
A finger?
Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print.
I really can't tell the difference at a glance.
Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Okay, now it's time to check for prints.
Yeah, I thought the index too.
Let me show you how it's done.
Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eye.
First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around.
Oh, how do you do that?
With the A button, see?
Oh god. It's like, it looks like that did the trick.
The aluminum powder, it adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. How do I do that? With the X button. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake, see?
Well, this was originally on the DS, so they would have been like, blow into the microphone. So, it makes more sense in the confines of the original release. Oh, that looks like fun.
It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Well, those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright.
Guess I better give it a try. But, like...
Blow! Aha, you did it! You found one!
This looks nothing like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean?
It thinks it thinks it means.
It thinks it means.
It thinks it means we're out of luck.
Out of luck?
The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves.
Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Like, seriously, like in real life?
Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints?
Looking at the locker door again closely. Bam. Seems like there are other prints outside the bloody handprints as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print.
Fingerprints outside the blood. Did it, and I'm good. Oh, is that not good enough for you, game? Is that not good enough? Is that not good enough for you? She was always better, wasn't she? Always better.
Yay! Gosh! A print so clear, it's dazzling.
Dazzling.
Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away.
So we're not done yet? This is quite a process.
Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right?
Yes, he's right.
Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. And point out the person and you think left those prints.
Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was?
I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with their case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker?
Kentucky Fried voice for Emma? It's Goofy.
Come on now, gore shucks.
Definitely Gumshoe. Which we already knew this was his locker, so it makes sense. And Mass Attack, I take voices from chat, so it's not that I was like, oh, this woman with a nice fit figure, and she's a student, and she has nice bright big buttons and a red bow and pink glasses, named Emma. Oh, interesting. That means she's, you know, she's probably from a city or something. Seems like it's a shortened version. It's a more of a high class type of thing to do. You know what it's gonna sound like?
Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. And sometimes you hit, and sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Incoming! Just socks him. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out! This is where we got a luminal fluid reaction, right?
Right, there was a handprint here. Okay, well, wanna try using this?
There go her eyes sparkling again.
Of course, check for prints.
Okay, let's check for prints.
That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. Don't ingest it, or you'll die. The area with the blood was wiped away, right?
We only ended up finding it because of the chemical means. By chemical means.
Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too.
Oh, right. That means no prints.
Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand.
By the bloody hand.
It'd be over here. It'd be over here. Wait, it'd be over there, though. Are there ever any footprints? What is happening? I'm just hitting A everywhere.
Oh!
We actually did have to deal with that earlier. That we do have a shoe that has blood on the bottom of it, and there are no footprints. So actually, your question is more relevant than you might have thought. Couldn't even see it. I didn't see it either. What? I didn't see it at all. I think it was literally just like, we're gonna throw dust at this locker until we get a clear print.
Oh boy.
Give it my best shot.
Well, that kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it?
Doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this print.
Okay, let's try a different finger then.
Okay, so if we found the first spot, then we can guess that, like, there's another one. Wait, is that the thumb, maybe? Over here? What? I mean, that's where we were, right? We were in this index finger area. Oh, were we more in, like, the thumb area? I mean, I tried to click on them all. I like, if you saw my cursor going over it, I've been tapping A the entire time. So if I missed it... Hey, there we go. Hey, Macarena. You were actually right with the index finger, man. Finger?
You're actually right with that index finger, man.
Looks like a Jake Marshall to me. Uh-huh, analyzing. Absolutely. Yeah, chemicals erase the print, so we couldn't use the ones that were actually visible. Right. Match found. Look at these fingerprints.
Hey, whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
It's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall?
Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record.
Well, that's gotta be that's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime.
Emma. Emma.
Why?
This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminal reaction, the blood, and the fingerprints are in the same place.
Oh.
So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped bloodstain.
But why would Officer Marshall?
It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results.
Gosh.
I guess this is what you'd call Decisive Evidence.
Why? I don't believe it.
To be continued!
Oh my god!
What time is it? How long did it take us to get through that? Almost an hour to just finish that chapter? Oh my god, guys. I think we're gonna have to finish this when we come back. Man, that sucks, though. How long is this chapter? Do we know? Do we know how long chapters are when it includes voice acting? I want to finish this. Because I'm taking next week's week off, and I don't want to wait a goddamn week to play the goddamn game. Gosh. How long is last chapter of Phoenix Wright Rise from the Ashes? I got next week off too, and there's no Nook for me. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's 2 trials and an investigation left. So, like, this next day isn't the last day. What? If that's the case, then yeah, we'll finish this when we come back. At least we hit a checkpoint. Yeah, if there's like 3 more chapters of this thing, then never mind. Yeah, I guess I should have just looked up a walkthrough. And you've already got one pulled up, so you can tell me. I mean, I'm trying not to spoil anything. Which one chapters there are? Trial, investigation, and then the final trial day. Ah, yeah. Let me save you some time. The butler did it. Alright, well, I think, yeah, there's no way that we can finish this tonight. If it took us an hour just to get through that last section, and that was with what being there to support me, we can't finish this today, guys. I am so sorry. Tomorrow is Snips and my date day, so I don't know if I'll be around tomorrow. And then Saturday we're going to see a movie. We have a special event that we're going to, and then I'm leaving. So if I'm able to stream, if I find time to stream over the next couple days, we'll try to finish this up. But most likely, I will be back on June 30th, and we'll be doing our sub day. We'll do a sub day celebration to bring us back into the month of July, and then we'll finish up this game. Cool? Sound good? All right, let's do some shout-outs. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Honestly, every time I stream, you guys make it worth it. It's so much fun. I freaking love you guys. You're the best. Whole 10 days Nookless. Well, you can still keep up with me on Instagram and Discord and all that stuff. I'll be posting on those things, on all the things, to keep up with you guys, because I'm not gonna just disappear, but I'm just not gonna be streaming for a week. I'm lugging my computer up to my buddy's place to hang out with him, so I can still get all of Ken's videos done. Also, hope you and Snips have a good date day. Yeah, we're going to see The Dead Don't Die, the Adam Driver, Bill Murray. I can't remember who else is in it, but those are the 2 that are stuck in my head. All right, let's do the shout-outs.